Good day everyone. Welcome to our live stream. So right now we're looking for a short setup and we're getting one right now. I need the price to break this level. I'm looking for a price to break this level, give us a short setup. Kind of tapped it, but it's not convincing enough. I don't want it to kind of like just come below then go back inside. I want to go short at this level. If I go, okay, I'll take it short. Put my stop just above that level. Okay, it pushed back pretty much immediately. Looks like I got a little bit of a fake break there. All right, it's struggling, it's moving slow. Price action today was nasty. Very, very nasty price action today. On the 1 hour, we have this big doji bar. Price was just all over the place from the market open. So I'm looking for short right now. If you're with me, just give me a hello in the chat box. Remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell. This way, whenever I have live streams, you can be notified. Also, anyone who watches my live stream till the end gets a vacation package in the form of a vacation voucher or a certificate. So price is coming down right now. Let's see if price is basically just ranging around in this level to go higher, or if it starts to break down. I do want to add some positions on. I'll add one more. All right, so it looks like we're breaking down. I need price to come down enough so that I could try to protect my positions. Price was a bit tricky today. Very, very tricky. Don't want to risk too much. I've been having a few bad days. Not that my entry areas were bad, just price was just so sporadic. Kept getting stopped out. I like using very small stops. I need price to come break down out of this type of zone area here. Just break down. All right, we need to see price come break this bottom, break this low. If price comes and breaks this low, that's going to give me a little bit of conviction that price wants to continue coming down. Okay, price is pushing back to the upside. Let's see what we're going to get. Is this a 1, 2, 3 and down? Or is this going to do 1, 2, 3 and up? I'm looking for the break of this low to tell me that we can see more downside. Then I want to see the break of this trend line. All right, price is pushing back to the upside. This could still be a move for downside, making this 1, 2, 3, and then we continue moving down. Let's see how that plays out. If the price breaks the high, then that would cancel this as a setup for downside. Let's see if I'm going to be able to catch another sell for the downside. If the price comes and breaks this trend line, I'm going to try to put another trade on. Let's see. See how it plays out. Right now it can go either down or up. Two scenarios in play. It does look quite tempting for upside. But at this level, I'm expecting price to move to the downside. I need to see this level confirm a move for the upside first before I decide to go long on this one. The market makers know exactly what we're looking at, and that's why this area is going to be an accumulative phase where they try to suck buyers and sellers in and then decide which side they're going to liquidate. I know there is a lot of traders on the 1 hour time frame that's looking at, this type of long wick on this doji bar and expecting price to move up, but there's a great possibility that price does not continue to move up. So I put 2 more trades on. We got that break, price bounced, pushed back to the upside. Let's see if we get that follow through to the downside. Once we move enough to the downside, I'm going to try to lock in these trades. This entire area here could just be a corrective dance where price is just going up, down, up, down, up, down in that area until it breaks out of here. So that's a possibility as well. So what I want to see is I want to see price push down. It could dance, push down, could dance, then break down. That's what I want to see. For now, my stops should be safe around this level, providing that price does not want to go to the upside. If price is going down, my stops should be okay here. It's moving very, very slow right now. We got about 25 minutes left on the 1 hour bar. So right now we're in some shorts, guys. We're in some short trades looking for price to come down. Price could dance around in this area until it breaks down from this trend line here. But we're looking at this current setup, and it's either 1, 2, 3 for upside, or it's going to be, this is one wave. We have 1, 2, 3, and this one is for downside. Okay. So right now the market makers have us in a little bit of a situation where they're accumulating buyers and sellers. So they're going to push the price in one of these directions. It's either going to be up or it's going to be down. Okay, so whichever side accumulates the most, it's going to go in the opposite direction. So if we have a lot of buyers, it's going to go down. If we have a lot of sellers, it's going to go up. I'm a seller right now, but if the price chooses to move to the upside, then I'm going to look for longs. Right now we have this big doji here on the 1 hour time frame. We have another doji forming here. These doji bars are a sign of indecision. This doesn't look very nice for upside. If you look at it on the 4 hour time frame, doesn't look very nice for upside, does it? Wicks above these levels, wick, aggressive wicks. Let's see how it plays out. So far we're coming down. Let's see if we build some momentum and start coming down even faster. Remember guys, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. So whenever I have my live streams, you guys will be notified. Hit that like button as well. Help out the YouTube algorithm. Feel free to have a conversation with me in the chat box. What I'm doing right now is basically showcasing my liquidity map zones, and I'm trying to turn a $500 account into a $1 million profit. So let's see, not in one go, guys. I know some of you guys may think I'm thinking 500 to 1 million in one trade. No, it's going to take some time. So this is basically just my journey. I'm just recording my journey with you guys, letting you guys see, you know, the ups and the downs and the difficulties that we face as traders. It's not all peaches and cream. Sometimes it's a bit difficult. The more powerful the method, the more successful you are. My liquidity map zones are extremely powerful, but you could still find yourself getting stopped out in some cases. For example, if the price is very choppy and you don't get in at the right time and you find yourself getting in these levels here, you could get chopped up easily. That's why I like putting my stops at the highs. The highest point, if I'm looking for down move, the highest point of the move up, that's where I like my stop being. And as the price moves down, I try to protect my entries. This area, it may be a little too soon to try to protect my entries here, because the price could still just start chopping around and come back, you know, get me stopped out, then go, and then come back, then break down, and I'm left in the dust. So I'm going to have some guts and hold on to it. So for now, this is potentially the type of move that we're getting. It's sideways. So if it comes and breaks above, we could be going to the upside, right? But if it continues coming down, stays below this level, breaks this one to the downside, we could start to see price moving down, right? So this could be chopping around for a little bit. So hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Support the channel. Remember, anyone who stays with me till the end gets a vacation voucher. I'll have that emailed to you. I'm not sure how long I'll be on here for. Could be on here for quite a while. So the more you watch, the more you learn. You will see my up days. You will see my down days. Let me know in the chat box how long you've been trading for, or if you're completely new to trading, just let me know. Come on, price, push down. Let's go. I really want to see it come break this level. This is going to be my first area to take profits. I'd like to take profits all the way down here. But do we get there today? We'll see. The way price is moving slow like this doesn't look very likely. I need to see price pick up some momentum first. Let me know how long you've been trading for. Just let me know in the chat box. Remember, anyone who stays with me till the end of this live stream will get a vacation package. It comes in the form of a certificate. I'll have that emailed to you. It's not a problem. Let me know how long you've been trading for, what your experience is like. So price is bouncing back to the upside again. It looks like we're in this type of channel. This type of move is looking pretty bullish. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, we could be going to the upside. Or this could just range and break down. We don't want to see this price break above this line. Need the price to come back, break this level here. So we need to have some patience with it, guys. Just have some patience with it. Allow the price to do what it wants to do. Price is kind of pushing up. Let's see what we're getting. We're at critical levels. That move looks quite aggressive. Let's see what we're going to get. Are we going to come back? Kind of looks like it matches this one. So this could be 1, 2, 3. We get another one kind of like that coming back to the downside. Let's see how this is going to unfold. I'm expecting to see the price dance around at these levels. We need to see some strength to the downside. Price is very weak right now. It's in that accumulative phase where the market makers are accumulating buyers and sellers. I'm not going to put any more risk on. Have enough risk on the table. What I do want to do is protect these trades that I have on, but I kind of want to see price break out of this level, this sideways move to the downside, break down. If it breaks down here, goes sideways, then when it breaks down, I'm going to just move my stops into break even. I can't really move it right now because it could still come here. It could still bounce, come back here, then go. So I don't want to risk getting stopped out unnecessarily. I know the market makers are playing around with me. They did this to me a few times. That's why I have a drawdown. So I'm trying to not move into break even too soon because I know that they're about some tricks. They're all about that trickery. So this is my area for my first profit target. Take a look at our risk disclaimer, guys. In the meantime, let me just try to arrange some charts here. I'll be right with you guys. I'm still here. Just take a look at the risk disclaimer in the meantime as I get this chart set up. All right. Almost done, guys. All right, so I'll finish up while you guys watch. Don't want to leave you guys in the dark for too long. All right, so what do we have here? All right, so it looks like we're coming down with some strength. So that's good. That's a good sign. We're at this level. We want to see price break down. If we get an entire move to the downside today, about, let's say, about 300 points, that would be great. So as this price starts to come down, I'm going to try to see how I can analyze to decide if we're going to bounce here or bounce here or bounce at that level. Most likely we will get some sort of bounce at those levels, right? But I'm looking to decide at which level I should take profits. I don't want to take profits too soon if we get down to those levels. I don't want to take profits too soon. All right, we're bouncing. Let's see if this one breaks down. We're waiting for that breakdown. I'm going to try to protect these entries now. So let's see where. All right, so my entries are protected. I have no risk on the table, risk-free trades, and I'm just going to try to wait for price to come down. I would have liked to put my protection in after price breaks down, but we hit this trend line, we started to bounce, and this bounce could become aggressive and take us back to the upside, breaking out to the upside. So I want to be careful with that one. And price is moving aggressively to the upside. The market makers know exactly how we're going to trade. They know how price reacts at certain levels. When they create certain patterns, they know what retail traders are going to do. I would have liked to leave my stop above the level, but I don't want to take the chance where they decide to bring this right back and stop me out. So normally if they pull back, they should turn somewhere maybe around this level, come back to the downside. If they don't do that, price may want to continue to the upside, because as you can see, they came to this trend line, they bounced off it. So this is still telling us that we are still potentially bullish, right? So we could still be bullish. Price needs to break down from this level to be bearish. So this entire move here was a very, very tricky move. Let's see if they pull back, break out of this move to the upside. Remember guys, anyone who stays with me till the end will get a vacation package. You get that in the form of a certificate. I'll have that emailed to you. So if you wait till the end, we can discuss the details. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit that like button, help out the YouTube algorithm. You guys can learn a lot from just watching live streams. You learn the do's and the don'ts. Trading is not necessarily a very perfect, how can I call it? I don't want to call it a sport. It's a profession. It's not necessarily all perfect. You need to know how to manage your risk. You need to have discipline. You need to know who you are as a person if you're going to be a successful trader. Because trading is not easy. It's not easy. It may look easy at times, but it's not easy. For example, a day like today, when you see this type of movement, you see this type of choppiness in the market, it's not easy. That's one of those days where a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. The entire day was basically messy. Right? So a lot of traders are going to lose a lot of money on days like today. And then they see the price run in one direction. Sometimes they may be looking for it to go in that direction, and other times it's not going in their favor, right? So you need to understand price action, yes. However, price action can be easily manipulated. When I say manipulated, it can change, right? So I'm a Elliott wave master. So I can tell you that price action does indeed change. You can see one pattern formation and it's there for a while. It convinces you to get in. You get in, it changes. Because the market makers are looking at you. They're looking at it. They can see your orders. Right? So I developed the liquidity map. So the liquidity map now shows me the levels where the market makers are going to either stall out for a while or reverse. So if they stall out for a while and they break above that corrective formation or that accumulation, that range that they create, then they may be going to the next liquidity zone level. And then I can take the, if it's going up, I can take the long. For example, if this price comes and breaks above this level, I can take the long to the next level, right? This next level here. Right, let me just try to clear out these lines. Right, so if the price comes, breaks above this little trend that I created here, this accumulation, it could be going to this level here. So I can take a long, go to this level. Then when I get to this level, I exit my trade. Then I wait to see what's going to happen. Is it going to create another accumulation and break above? Then I can go long to this level. If it does the same thing, I go long to the next level. But what if it reaches this level and I have my trend lines for the move up, right? It makes the first trend, it breaks down. It makes the second trend, it breaks down. I sell the break of the second trend break, right? So I sell the break of the second trend break and I wait to see if the price is going to continue going down. So that gives me the early, in most cases, I will get a very early entry to go short in a case like that. And I wait for the price to break down. Sometimes it's going to break down fast. Sometimes it's going to break down slow. Like today, we're breaking down slowly, right? And it's breaking down slowly in a very tricky way. This type of action tells a lot of traders to go long, right? But I'm going short. So I'm only going to go long if I see a proper reason to go long. So for now, I'm going to stay short. Because I know we hit this liquidity zone here. So it's either going to start coming down or it's going to create an accumulation and then break above, get to the next zone. At that zone, I look for the same thing again. Accumulation or reversal. So I'm not entering trades at any time. And I'm not entering trades anywhere. I'm entering at specific zones where the probability of a successful trade is higher. So the only thing you need to be careful with is how you manage your trades, because the price can get very messy, very choppy like this, and you can find yourself getting stopped out. So you need to understand where to place your stops, when to move your stops into break even, and what type of risk to take in terms of where you're going to enter. So the way price action moves as well, it's designed to get you emotional. It's designed to pull your emotions into the chart, right? Like right now, what it's doing, it's telling me that it may want to go higher. So a lot of us are going to, maybe abandon the sells and look to go long. And sometimes as soon as you abandon the sell, look to go long, it just comes down, right? And then you're like, oh my God, I should have waited. I should have held on to it. Well, for me, I'm going to wait for it to hit my stop. So that's why I want to bring my stop into break even. So if it hits my stop, then I will reassess my trade and then decide if I'm going to look for another short, or if I'm going to look for a long, or if I'm going to just wait for a while, see what the price is doing. Is it going to continue ranging for a while and look for a much better entry? Price action today is very tricky. I took entry short here, over here, and I took entry short over here. Right? So I took 2 over here, and I took another 2 over here. I really want to see price break that low. I want to see price come down and break this low. If it comes down and breaks this low, that's going to give me conviction that my break-even stop is set in the right place and price could be coming down to this level. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Help out the YouTube algorithm. I'm on a mission to try to turn this $500 into $1 million. It's not going to be an easy road, but I'm going to try. Price is pushing up again. My stop is very exposed, but I won't be taking any losses on these setups. It's already at break even, so I'm good. All I want to see is price break down. If price goes up, then it means that something's changed, something's different. So I'm just going to reassess and decide what direction I'm going to go next. Market makers are accumulating buyers and sellers. The more buyers we have, the more the price will go down. Yes, you heard it correctly. The more buyers we have, the more the price will go down. The more sellers we have, the more the price will go up. And when I say the more, I'm not speaking about the many. I'm speaking about the most capital. So if you have more capital on the buy side, then the price is going to go to the upside. If you have more capital to the downside, then the price is going to go down. So when you look at retail traders, if you have more retail traders selling, then more capital is going to go to the upside because the market makers have more capital. So they're going to put their capital in the opposite direction. If you have more buyers, then the market makers are going to, more retail buying, then the market makers are going to put their capital to the sell side. Someone has to pay someone, right? That's how the markets work. I need to see price come down, break that low. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and that notification bell. Get those likes up for me. We're in a little bit of a struggle. Price is in accumulation. So at the end of the stream, anyone who remains with me, as I said, will get a vacation package. You get that in the form of a voucher. What I will have you guys do is just simply subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like the video, take a screenshot, and email it to me. So at the end of the stream, I will give you guys my email address so you guys can have that done, and I will email you a vacation package certificate. Price is still dancing. Looking a little bit promising for downside. We're kind of breaking down now. I want to see it come break that low. That's going to give me a little bit of confirmation that we could continue coming down. Right now, at the level it is, it could still bounce to the upside. Don't want to get too excited. Just give it some time, allow it to do what it's doing. Right now, I'm thinking what the market makers are doing is accumulating buyers, right? It looks to me like they're accumulating buyers. They're also accumulating sellers because you can see some strong moves in this. So they're accumulating buyers and sellers looking to liquidate them. So we have a liquidity zone down here. So they could come down to liquidate sellers. Sorry, liquidate buyers below this at this level. But if you look at this level, there is a low right here. So liquidity would kind of be below that level around here. So they could come down to this B zone right here to liquidate most or all of the buyers in this wave, right? So this is where they would want to liquidate these buyers below this level. So that can take us maybe around here to liquidity zone B. And if they are going to liquidate sellers, if they don't get to this level and they want to liquidate sellers, then they're going to come to this liquidity zone B up here. So let's see who is going to get liquidated first, buyers or sellers. Right now, the chart is looking nice on the 1 hour time frame. We got red bars. Giving you guys a little tip here. Whenever you see a red bar on the 1 hour time frame, it tells you that there is strong selling happening in the market at that time, and it's possible that strong selling could continue until you see a 1 hour green bar, which tells you that there is potentially strong buying getting ready to come into the market, because that amount of buying took 1 hour. Okay, and that's kind of one of the charts that the market makers use to move the price. So you can kind of see what they want to do by looking at the colors of the bars. When you see this doji, it means that buying has dried up. See, they were going and buying dried up. They tried to sell and selling dried up as well. So right now, what you're looking at, we have sellers coming back in the market. See that? More sellers coming back in the market. And the more of these red bars we get, the better it's going to be, the more the price is going to continue progressing to the downside. So once you see a green bar, that tells you potentially buyers want to come back into the market. And that would be a signal to get out of that trade as well. Okay? So you guys got a quick and very powerful tip. So on this move that we're getting right now, let me try to find my epic pen. Where did I drop you? Oh, here it is. And let me just try to show you guys. 1, 2, 3. We can get this and then this, right? That is what I'm looking out for right now. I'm hoping this wave does not get that long, so it doesn't stop me out, right? So this could also be one of those waves where they trap buyers, because a lot of buyers may want to come in at around that level. What do you guys call it? You guys call it support, sorry. You guys call it support. Price comes down to support, price bounces at support. So there's going to be liquidity below that level, right? Down here, there's going to be liquidity as well, right? So everyone starts to buy, buyers are accumulated down here, price comes back, take them out, go to the next liquidity zone. And right now, a lot of buying prices moving to the upside quite aggressively. That red bar is now green on the 1 hour. We're only looking for closed bars, not open bars. If I get stopped out here, price can still go back to the downside, so that's going to be sad for me. I would have gotten stopped out a little bit early, because price has the potential to come break the high. So I'm going to have to, most likely I'm going to have to look for re-entry if price comes and stops me out. See how tricky the markets are, guys? Very, very tricky. Especially when you see this type of price action, price just kind of moving so very choppy. Okay, we got stopped out, break even. I'm going to look for a reason to re-enter short, or if price breaks out of this, I'm going to look for longs to this level. Let's see how this plays out. This is a 1 hour bar. We still have about, let's say, about 40 minutes on it. So it can still come back to the downside, become a red bar. So we are still looking for shorts. Got a red bar so far. All right, so here's what I'm going to do to try to find a good re-entry. I'm going to see if, okay, I don't need this anymore. I'm going to see if price comes back and breaks down from this trend line, because this is one wave to the upside. So if this wave breaks down, it's either going to be creating a correction for upside, or it's going to break down to come down to these levels, because we have 1, 2, 3, right? So this could be coming back to the downside. See how these bars are getting smaller? Let's see if we get a rejection at this level. I'm going to try to be patient with it, but at the same time, I want to enter at a place where I can have a low risk. They're tempting us with that breakout to the upside. I'm going to take all right, so I took my sells a little bit early, right? So that's about $40 of risk that I put on there. So that's my re-entry. Just looking for the best place to go short, right? It could still come up, but I'm looking for the best place to go short. So far this was a good area. Price could come down and then break down here. Let's see what's going to happen next. All right, we're breaking down. Not confirmed for downside yet. We're just coming down. We want to see price come break the low. We want to see price come break down from this trend line here. Come break below that. That's going to tell us that potentially we can continue going to the downside. We're in this 1 hour bar. It is green, and we're looking for that bar to go back red. So what you can see when you look at bars, let's say we have this red bar here. The next bar sometimes pulls back into the body of the previous bar. So this is the current bar. This is the previous bar. Price pulls back into the body of it and then goes down. So that we get that a lot. Look at an example over here. Here's one red bar, green bar, pulls back into the body, goes down. Right? When the bar high is broken, then that tells you that there is a possibility price wants to continue moving in the up direction in a case like this. So I want to see this bar come back to the downside, break this low. Seeing a little buying pressure coming in. I guess there was a lot of retail selling. So the market makers tried to push the price back to the upside. Let's see if they're going to continue with that, or if they're going to just try to get the sellers to jump out of their trades. Because if they want to take the price down, they're going to push the price back up so that they can sell into it, right? What happens in cases like that is the sellers, seeing the price moving against them, they start to jump out. Or they start getting their break-even stops hit like mine. So I tried to enter again. I pretty much entered around the same price that I was at before. Very, very close. I want to see that price break down. I think if it breaks down now, we could see strong moves to the downside. All of this could still end up becoming a bigger corrective formation, for the entire day. Price comes down. This is one. It could look at this as one. This is two. Then make another one, or just go sideways for three, and then it could continue moving up. So many variations, so many things the market makers can do that we need to be aware of. Some days it's like that. They just accumulate, get you trapped. What's the next wave going to be? Is that next wave going to be part of this accumulation? Or is that next wave going to be a wave that's going to pulse to the downside? We'll see. We're looking for price to break down. And I'd like to see price break down with some volume. I'd like to see price break down with some strength. I don't want to see a weak break. Just come down with some big bars. I want to see price break the low so that I can protect my positions again. So if it breaks down from this trend line, I'm going to try to protect my positions again. If it breaks this low, then that'll be great. It would mean that potentially I can get here before price goes back to hit my stops, right? So I'm going to try to protect my positions as soon as I can. I'm just going to look for the earliest signal to protect it. And I want to see it break, at least break this trend line. See this bar here? We could be getting another one like that here, right? And then it comes down. We will see what it does. Price is very, very tricky. All right, we look like we're getting this breakdown. Need to break the low. Break the low, we could break out and continue coming down. That would be lovely. I would really, really like to see that happen. It's looking good so far. All right. Breaking down, pushing back up. Let's see. It didn't break down with strength that I'd like to see. Let's see if some strength comes in. What I'm going to do now is try to protect my positions. All right. So those are protected. All right, so I'm protected again. All right, so risk-free trade yet again. Let's see how this one goes. We gave back a lot of profits when price got to these levels here and went all the way back here. Let's see if we're going to make all of that back and more. Broke down the first trend line, need to break down this one to continue coming down to this level. Looks like we're picking up some momentum, so this is starting to look good. Typically, I don't like to see my bars so big. I like to see my bars like this. This way I can see more of the chart. You see the green bar? Remember, guys? Green bar is now a red bar. Exactly what I said, price pulls back into the body of the previous bar before it continues moving down, and that is exactly what happened. Okay, so now we're getting some strength coming into the downside. We want to see price break down this level, and that would be nice. That would be just peachy. I want to take profits at least at this level. At least at this level is where I want to take profits. I don't want to take profits too early around here or wherever. I want to take profits around this level because I know this is the liquidity zone. Now there is a possibility price doesn't get here before the market comes to an end. But we do have enough time. We should have enough time to get down to this level. This is still kind of bullish. This move here is still kind of bullish. See, 1, 2, 3. This could just be W, X, Y, X, Z. Get back to this level before it comes back again. So you got to be aware of that as well. I want to see it break down below this level. Looks like they tricked us. Coming back to the upside. See the size of this bar and this one. That's how they started the move. Here, here, see even here. Did the same thing here. I want to see price come take that out. If price can take that out, then we can say, okay, we should be going down. The bar is green again on the 1 hour time frame. We have about 25 minutes on that 1 hour bar to see how it's going to end. If it ends red, that will be a good sign. And guys, you need to be careful not to abandon ship too soon. It's better to move your stop into break even than to abandon ship. If you abandon ship, sometimes you find yourself, for example, I saw this green bar. It tempted me to abandon ship, right? That's the psychological part of the market. So it tempted me to abandon ship. And if I abandon ship just to try to keep a few dollars, then the price starts to go against me. And then I miss out on my good entry. See this? I would have missed out on my good entry. Then I'd be trying to jump back into the market. Then the market comes here, bounce, stop me out. And then it just becomes messy after that, right? So you need to protect your good entry. And your best entry is as close to the top if you're selling as possible. If you're buying, as close to the bottom if you're buying as possible. So this is looking good so far. We took out that move here. So if this was supposed to be the start of the next wave to the upside and it got cut short, the low got taken out, then that could be considered a truncation if the price breaks down and continues moving. Right now we could look at it and call it a truncation, but there's a possibility price does something that looks like this. Up move, down move, up move, down, right? And then it's not a truncation anymore, right? It's just a corrective move for more downside. Could get here and still go back like that. Then maybe come down like this. So many possibilities. So that's why you need to be careful when you're trading in accumulation. Price action can get very nasty. And right now, this is something I would consider to be nasty price action. This is nasty price action. It's very, very nasty, very messy. This is the type of price action that causes you to have a lot of drawdown. Those who are trying to go short, those who are trying to go long, it messes you up. If you're with me, just give me a hello in the chat box. Let me know how long you've been trading for. So just $75, $80 in profit so far. I would like to see the price make, a very big move today down to around these levels here. Let me see. 34.70. All right, if price comes down to these levels, that would be nice. It's a long way there, long way down. All right, so this could be a nice view. Let's look at it like this. Stops are protected. It's looking good. Target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4. See this bar that was green just a moment ago is now red and extending. So I'm feeling good about the sells now. I'm back into profit. This account started at $500. Got myself caught up a little bit. So now I'm back into profit. What I could do is close out this trade and just live to fight another day, come back tomorrow and try to see if I can push it. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to allow this to play out, at least get to the A zone. I want to see it at least get to the A zone. If it struggles to get to the A zone and the day comes close to an end, then I'm going to close out the trade and walk away with what I got. Okay, but I want to see myself get at least to target 1. We should at least get to target 1. I see no reason why not. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't get to target 1 at least at the A zone. So this level here has support. See this thick trend line here? See how thick it is? Let me just try to show you guys. It comes all the way back from here. So this low connected to this low, projected that trend line into the future, right? So this is an area where price could potentially stop, right? If it cuts through, then it's going to be coming down. So we'll see. This yellow line also represents a gap in the market, right? So there's a gap somewhere around here. So that gap could also, market makers may want to fill that gap. Got price pulling back again. On the 1 hour time frame, we have that 200 period moving average. You guys know that moving average works as support and resistance in a lot of cases. So this entire move that you're looking at here, this entire move looks very, very corrective. Right, it's a very corrective move. This line represents a bigger potential uptrend. So if price breaks down from that level, you know you can get some deeper moves to the downside. So on the 4 hour time frame, it looks like this is just one big red bar, and it's looking to continue pushing down, right? We'll see how it goes. Come on, price, let's go. Let's go. As I make profits, I'm going to attempt to withdraw some, right? So I'm going to withdraw like until I get back to maybe my 500 investment. I'm going to withdraw, and after that, see how it goes. How much I'm going to leave in the account, how much I'm going to take out. Getting another pullback. Not looking too nice. Could just be a break and retest for more downside. I want to see price come break this low. If price comes breaks that low, that means potential more downside. As a trader, you must have guts. No guts, no glory. Have yourself a proper setup. And you need to make sure, that, especially as a intraday trader, that is. Well, as an intraday trader, as a scalper, as a swing trader, you need guts. I think you need more of it as a swing trader. Price action's moving extremely slow today. Very, very slow today. Normally around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, it starts to pick up again. So we'll see if it picks up and pushes us down further, or if volatility comes in and pushes against us. I'm hoping that it goes in our favor. Looking like it's coming back in our favor. Let's go. Come on. It's accumulating slow. You need to have patience as a trader. You need to have a lot of patience. Patience to let the price action play out. Some days it's going to play out very fast, and some days it's going to take a long time. You need to see price come break that low. Come on, price. Push down. We still have a lot of time in the day. Let me see if I can identify anything that's happening right now that can potentially push us to the upside. Well, if this is one wave, and this is a correction, so you got 1, 2, 3 here. This is your next wave down. This one could go back to the upside. However, I'm thinking this wave is not complete yet. We may get a correction, which is what we're getting now, for one more down, right? So this one more down could take us right to this level. Now, based on how the price comes down, if it comes down aggressive, we could actually break down into level B, right? But I'm thinking somewhere around this trend line here, around B and A, maybe where we may stop for the day. But we'll watch it. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Right now it's looking kind of like that. That's the trend it's moving in, sideways. Could be just accumulation for downside. We'll see what it does. We have almost taken out that red bar on the 1 hour time frame. See how the price is moving, guys? It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. And we look like we're getting some momentum coming into the upside here as well. We need that bar to stay red on the 1 hour time frame. Today is a rocky day, very, very rocky day. We need to see price come and break down. So one good thing happened, that 1 hour bar did close red. So that's a good thing. The only thing now is we could still see some pullback before price goes down, because if price is going to continue coming down, we could still see price pull into the body of this red bar before moving down. It doesn't have to pull in too much. Right now it's pulled in maybe enough to go down, but it could still pull up a little bit more, right? But we'd like to see it start going to the downside. It has already gone into the body, so that's good. Want to see another big red bar come break that low. pushing aggressively. That green bar is bigger than the body of the previous bar. So it's either going to pull back or we're going to engulf. Change directions. Let's see. I'm banking on the pullback. Come on. Let's go. Pull back. Make another red bar. A big one. Today is indeed one of those very, very, very hard trading days. Not very easy at all for a day trader, that is. Scalpers may have a different opinion. Swing traders would say it didn't do anything, it didn't go anywhere. As a day trader, difficult day. We're looking for bigger moves in the market throughout the course of the day, and the market's just up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, we're getting that pullback, and it's looking good. Looking good. So that green bar is now a red bar again, and that's good. So if it continues coming down, that red bar for the 1 hour time frame continues to grow to the downside, that would be very good. So we're breaking down from the little trend line that I drew, and that's a good sign. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Break down. So this move that you're getting to the downside, this is the market makers pushing the price down. Okay? So I'm assuming that majority of participants in the market right now are buyers, right? So the market makers, they're against those buyers. So everyone who's buying, there have to be a seller, right? So the market makers are going to be that seller. Price is pushing down. We're looking for the price to get at least to the A zone, at least here, so that I can take profits around maybe this level. Based on the time, I may take profits at this level. And based on how the price comes down as well. But this is the first level where I will expect the price to bounce. I think I'm going to extend these levels into the end of the day. So I'm going to extend those levels a little bit. All right, so now we're just waiting for price to come into our A zone. Let's bring these labels forward a little bit. We're looking downside right now. It's coming down nicely. If you're with me, feel free to say hello in the chat box. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And remember guys, anyone who stays with me till the end of my live stream, I will send you guys a vacation package. You get it in the form of a voucher or a certificate. I'll have that emailed to you. Terms and conditions do apply. So I'll tell you guys what to do at the end of the stream. And this is for only people in the live stream, okay? Generally, I give 1 hour after the live stream to send in any emails so that you guys can get your vacation package. If I don't give 1 hour, I have you guys do it while we're on the live stream. I stay with you until I say time up. So we're looking to trade from 500 to a million. See how it goes. I'm wondering if 2 p.m. will be in our favor. If we get to the A zone by 2 p.m., I'm going to have to exit because at 2 p.m., normally around that time, price tends to shift directions. It could pull back at that time. I may quit for the day at 2 p.m. approximately, so I have about 1 hour left. If I see a green 1 hour bar, definitely I will be ending my sell trade. So far, I've not seen a green 1 hour bar, so we're all good. Getting to another low where we can see price bounce yet again. I want to see that price break that low. If it breaks the low, that's going to be good. Markets really tired me out today. I am very tired right now. Been at this for a while. Come on, price breakdown. Price is bouncing yet again. Yet another bounce. Markets are very, very messy today. If this move to the upside becomes truncated, price is going to come down, break that low, and we could see price come, maybe get to the A zone this time. We need to also watch this 1 hour bar here. If it closes green, that's going to be a danger sign. That price has the potential to start going up. If you look at price, it's just going sideways. See this sideways movement? But it's moving sideways, but it's moving to the downside, right? So this is coming down in a very weak way. So unless we see price put in some serious momentum to the downside, then this is still going to be a more of a weak wave for more upside, potentially more upside. We need to see this price come down, break the low. We want to at least get to the A zone. We're going to see what happens around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. If we get a continuation to the downside or if price starts to reverse. Price is progressing to the downside, but it's progressing extremely slow. Looks like we may get that truncated wave that I talked about. We'll see. It's either that or this is just a correction pulling down and then price pushes up again. This is what I mean. Correction, and then it pushes up again, and then drop. We'll see if that's what plays out. I would prefer to see it just keep coming down. And here we go, exactly what I thought would happen. We're getting a push to the upside, which is a potential move that can go something like this before it comes down. That can also change. Market makers are very dynamic when it comes to price. They could say, okay, we're just gonna cut this one short and just bring it back down. They can do that as well. So it's very complex. Price action is very complex. All right, so we got to wait some more for the price to come back to the downside. Very long and hard trading day. On the 1 hour time frame, we're getting another green bar. We don't want to see this bar close green. We want to see this bar close red for price to continue coming down. Price is making its way down again, which is lovely. Let's see if it breaks down from that trend line. So what we're looking at here, based on, let's say, the Elliott wave theory, we got one wave down, we got 1, 2, 3 up. And let me just do that a little better. So you got this wave down, then you got the correction, 1, 2, 3, and now potentially we're getting another wave down like that, right? So this could be one correction and price continues coming down here, or this could just be one bigger correction where you get this one, you get this one here, 1, 2, 3 here like that, you get this here like that, then you get that here like that, and then you get this like that, right? So that's the possibilities. So which one is going to unfold? We don't know. We just need to watch and see which one the market makers choose to make happen. They're going to change it around, make it complicated. That's why I prefer to trade with my liquidity map. I just aim from zone to zone. And I just try to understand what's happening in between, just to kind of have an idea. But my targets are to my zones. Just try to stay away from all of the complex type price action and just make it simple. We are breaking down, and that's a good sign so far. Breaking down, that's a good sign. We still have this low to worry about. This low right around that level. My drawing is not straight. Let me just, let's use a line instead. Okay. That'll have to work for now. Still looking at get this level to see if it does this again before it does that. Price is pushing up again. When we have this type of messy price action, trading becomes very difficult. You need to have a lot of discipline, a lot of patience. We're running our trades right now risk-free. Trying to get down to this A zone. It's not looking too bad for the A zone. However, the price is very accumulative. It's very corrective, moving sideways. So we want to see the price break down. So this is what we're looking at right now. Potential formation is like this, right? That's possibly what we might get. This move up can turn down at any time. Doesn't have to be a measured move. It could also be extended, right? So that's also something that we need to consider. So this is how there is a lot of different variation with price action. So as traders, you need to understand these different variations and be careful. That's a lot of information to know, yes. However, my aim is to simplify trading as much as possible, and that's why I created the liquidity map. So this liquidity map basically just allows me to trade between liquidity zones. So I trade from zone to zone. I only use Elliott wave theory and other analysis type tools to basically help me understand, what might be happening in the market in between the zones, or at the zones as well. Because you need to understand corrective structures if you're going to trade from, let's say price gets down to this zone. Let's say price comes down here and price wants to do something like this. You need to understand that potentially when it breaks down, it's going to go here. Then when it gets here, it may do this. Then it may break down and do this, right? So when it gets here, it could do this, come back, break out, and take off back to the upside. So you need to understand these types of moves in the market so you could know exactly what you can expect or what you can anticipate. I no longer try to trade the Elliott wave theory in terms of, buy here, sell here, that type of stuff. It changes too much. So I just simply use my liquidity map. Once price gets to those areas, then I will look at price action to see what I get. If price is moving up into my liquidity zone or down into my liquidity zone and I get 2 trend line breaks, then I'm going to go long. If it's moving down, and I get 2 trend line breaks, for example, let's say that's a trend line, price is coming down, it hits my zone, I draw a trend line, it breaks it, okay, no problem, I'm not going to enter yet. It comes back into it, all right, I draw another trend line like this. When it comes and it breaks out, then I enter here. That's my entry for long to the next liquidity map zone. That's how I trade from a down zone to an up zone, or an up zone to a down zone. And if I'm trading from a down zone to a down zone, I do it like this. Price is coming down, hits the zone, it does a correction, sideways move, I trend it. It breaks it, I sell. That's my sell to the next zone. I exit at the next zone. Price does this. I trend it, it breaks down, I sell to the next zone. And so on and so on. Okay? That's how I do it. So price is coming down again. I need to see price break the low, or else this could be a truncation right now, but if price doesn't break the low, it could just be 1, 2, 3, push up again. Okay? All right, this one's looking like it wants to make another leg to the upside before it comes down. We'll see how it plays out. If they're going to bluff and push it back to the downside again. So far it's like this, 1, 2, 3 potentially to come back to the downside. That's what I'm looking at. It could get tricky. They could come back early. They could extend before they come back. We'll see what's going to happen. This could also just be 1, 2, 3, meaning WXY. This is X, and then they go Z. Z. And they come back, right? So this wave could end at any time. So many different variations in the market. It's not as simple as a lot of traders think or believe. So many different variations, so many different things that the market makers can do that you may not be aware of. And all of that is just simply designed to create liquidity in the market. So a lot of the strategies out there tell you how different price patterns and so on, but what you don't know is what those methods don't teach is how the market makers use those methods to manipulate price action and still keep it within the pattern formations that you know and recognize. They simply just change it. The market's like a labyrinth, an ever-changing maze. It can move, it grows, it transforms. So you need to be aware of that. So you need a strategy that's simple enough that you don't need to worry about all of that up and down, changing, all of that stuff. You don't need to burden yourself with that. You just move from one point to the next. That's all you're aiming for. From one point to the next. Doesn't matter how long it gets there. It doesn't matter how much the price dances. You just move from one point to the next. You protect your investment, and that's it. You just wait. Have patience. I want to get to at least the A zone before the day comes to an end. We do have a little bit of time left. It's almost 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, so we have approximately 2 hours. So I'm thinking maybe the most we might get is to the A zone, if we even get to the A zone before the time is up. I'm a bit drained and tired. So if this does not pick up some momentum soon, I may just give up on this trade and walk away. Just bank the profits that I have. I'm looking forward for this break of this trend line to the downside so that I can possibly get more moves to the downside. I'm hoping as well that momentum comes into the market to the downside. Here we are. Looks like we're bouncing off that trend line again. All right, guys. So I took my profits on that one. I'm a bit exhausted. There is a possibility that another move to the upside could still come. So I decided to just take my profits on that one. It could go down, but I decided to take my profits a little bit early on that one. A bit exhausted. There's a possibility when the next bar opens, it could still pull back, and I wanted to try to avoid that situation. If they don't pull back and they continue going down, then I'm going to be sad because I missed out. But never be afraid to miss out. It's all part of trading. It's better that you miss out sometimes because it could be something bad that you're missing out on and not something good. So we could still watch, see how it plays out. Right now it's around, it's almost 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. So one of two things is going to happen around that time. It's either it's going to pull back or it's going to continue down in my favor. And I'm thinking since it was coming down, it may just want to pull back. Plus we have a big red bar here and price may want to come back into the body of that bar. So that may be another pullback, right? So price could end up just stalling out maybe right around this area for the rest of the day. That's a possibility. And then it goes sideways into the Asian session. And then maybe around the European session, it may get down to this level or go back to the upside or whatever it wants to do. Okay. So let's watch it for a little while. Let's just monitor. If you're with me, just give me a hello in the chat box. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell. This way you can be notified whenever we have a live stream. And exactly as I thought, price is now bouncing back to the upside, coming into the body of this bar, right? It's coming back into the body of this bar. So we may be getting a wave that looks like, see this? And then we got something that look, let me see. We got this. And now we're getting possibly this before we go back to the downside, if we go back to the downside. And we can go back to the downside at any time in this wave to the upside, right? So it can be cut short. Many different things could happen. If you're with me, let me know in the chat box. Remember, anyone who watches the live stream till the end, doesn't matter when you came in, anyone who watches the live stream till the end could get a vacation package. So just let me know in the chat box that you're here. I'll give you guys a few seconds. Let me know if you're here in the chat box. I'll tell you guys what you need to do. Guys, we're at the end of the live stream. and anyone who watches till the end gets a vacation package. Let me know in the chat box that you're here so that I can tell you how to get your vacation package. I'm giving you guys a few seconds to comment. I'm not getting any comments in the chat box just yet. So I'm going to count down from 10. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so no one sent me a comment to get that vacation package. So tomorrow, I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye for now. And guys, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. And remember, watch till the end, you will get a vacation package. All you need to do is let me know that you're here at the end in the chat box, and I'll tell you how to get that vacation package. Okay? So goodbye, guys. Until tomorrow.